Dobar dan I dobrodošli. Sit down and relax as we are about to read some manga I've had my eyes on for a while. I recommend opening the official scans or translations linked in the description and reading along with me, since my streams will obscure the pages for copyright reasons and because I want to support the creators behind the works. You can find me on my socials that are linked in the description, so subscribe to or follow some European chick outside of YouTube if you want to get to know me better or support me. Now without further ado, let's read. Chainsaw Man. Hi, welcome. I didn't stream the last time we had a new chapter. I don't remember why anymore. But yeah, now I remember why. Anyway. Now we're all good again, and we can get straight into the massacre, okay? Hold on. Like this, right? So, we can get straight into the mass murdering of children and parents at an amusement park. I remember where we left off perfectly, because that did leave an impression. Honestly, if they actually kill the fucking children, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so disappointed in... what's his name again? Sugo, I think. Like the Italian sauce. It's actually... what is it called again? It's what you use to keep your hair away from your face, but you put it like a headband that you use when you take off your makeup or do your skincare or something. But I tied my hair up with it, and I usually do that when my hair is wet, so I don't break my hair. But anyway, thank you. Hope you're all doing well. A lot of spoilery things can happen in the chat. Moderation team, be aware. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you for the warning. I may not look at the chat quite often. Also, I'm assuming most people at this time, right now, would probably prefer reading the new chapter. Is there a new chapter today? Like, I did put chapter 144 in the title, but I have no idea if a new chapter is coming out today. I hope so. Yes, a new chapter dropped. Okay, so I'm expecting more people to be preoccupied with that, as opposed to going to some random European chick's channel and watching her read it. So, anyway, we're gonna do that now. I'm gonna read chapter 143, which I missed last time, and then 144. But yeah, I'd be so disappointed if Sugo actually went through with the murder of innocent people just to summon Chainsaw Man. And where is Asa? Where is Asa? It also pisses me off that they killed public safety people just so they cannot intervene. Anyway, no, I like it when Elda goes on long tangents. Oh, wow, thank you. Thank you. Those tangents are a staple of this channel. They're a feature, not a bug, okay? I got one comment on a very old Chainsaw Man livestream recently, today or yesterday or something, where someone said, "You seem like a cool reactor, but you just stay on one panel for too long." He was like, "You just talk too much, bitch," and I'm like, he's not lying. He's saying the truth. But the truth will not set me free, okay? It will not set you free. We're gonna continue doing that, okay? That's how I work. That's how my brain works. We're ADHD maxing on this channel. You came here for the ADHD, and you stay here for that. Alright. Chainsaw Man. Where's the chapter title? Smoking. Listen up, children. So he's aware that he's forcing children, to kill other children. What a good adult! What a great adult. Why do people hate when people go on tangents so much? Do they want streamers to sit and read in silence? Personally, I don't know, because I cannot imagine someone just going on YouTube and expecting a reactor to just read what is going on. And that is it. And maybe do like, oh, or like, hee hee. Like, that's not a reaction. That's just, in my opinion, almost hinges on copyright infringement. Like, I need, according to copyright laws and YouTube laws, I guess, rules, to have my content, original content, like something that I create, that I provide for the viewer, I need that to be longer, taking up a longer span of the entire video than the thing that I'm covering that someone else created. Okay? So I am, as a reactor, required to basically talk the entire fucking day. And just about one panel. And that's how I avoid getting sued, okay? When I got like 100 copyright strikes in one fell swoop, when was it? A year ago, maybe even longer, because of the solo leveling and the beginning after the end streams, I counterclaimed on YouTube. I was like, nah, I am not infringing on the copyright laws of other people. Like, on the copyrights, like intellectual property. Like, I'm not stealing others' works and making people give me money instead of those original creators, because first of all, I obscure the images. And comics are made to be looked at, right? You need to see and read with your eyes to get what's going on. And if I obscure 50% of the screen, you can't do that. Second of all, those chapters, they can be purchased for free or like read for free. It can either be purchased for free by watching ads on an app, or you can read them actually for free, because there is a period when they're free. For example, earlier chapters are free, and then newer chapters you have to watch the ads, for example. And third of all, how does it make sense that someone will prefer going to someone who talks 2 hours about one chapter instead of, you know, going and reading the chapter in 2 minutes? Like, who would prefer going for a 2-hour rant to actually reading a chapter unobscured by themselves at their own pace? So those were my reasons, and YouTube was like, yeah, you're fucking right. I said in my videos, like, I talk the entire fucking time. People can't see what the fuck I'm reading, and it would be quicker to just read it yourself, and also it's for free. So this is how I avoid getting sued by Jump or other actors. Like they can't sue me if you can't fucking see anything, and if I talk the entire fucking time. Sorry for my potty mouth. But that was something that actually also scared other creators too. But funnily enough, creators that have a large fan base and have a large subscriber subscriber number, you people, they tend to not obscure anything and do exactly what I described I would avoid. You know, just reading what's on screen and then just doing like a little giggle or a little, I don't know, facial expression to show a reaction instead of talking about what's going on, doing some commentary and analysis and review of what's going on. And they do not get copyright strikes. It's weird how it works. But yeah, I would not understand as a viewer personally why I would go watch someone do that when I can do that. As a reader, I can just read that myself. I have eyes. I don't need to hear someone read that aloud for me, and I can do it at my own pace. Like, why would I watch someone just raise their eyebrows from time to time when they read something? Like, if I go to someone, I would expect some original content, like original thoughts and feelings expressed with words about what is going on. Like, that's just my reasoning. I've wasted enough time. I've wasted 10 minutes. We haven't even started reading. Now let's go into the chapter. Sorry about the tangent. We can cut that out in post. Okay. Listen up, children. Our orders are to make the humans scream as loudly as possible as we kill them. What the fuck kind of order is that? Are you alright? The chapter title is Roar? Like, Roar XD. What? What if we just enjoy hearing someone's voice? Yeah. Yeah, what if? Mister, are you alright? Why are you blonde, wearing glasses, looking like you're an associate professor, and giving orders like that? Like, that's not normal. What's going up in that head of yours? We'll target women and children. You're fucking insane, okay? Higher voices, better screams. That's a fucking psychopath talking. I don't like him. I knew I don't like him. I know why I don't like blonde people with glasses. I know it. Deep in my heart, I know they're psychopaths. And see? I'm proven right. Don't be blonde and wear glasses. I fucking dare you. I will accuse you of being a psychopath that will murder women and children at drop of a hat. My suggestion, go for the limbs. What are you doing? Instructing them on how to gut fish? You're talking about people, bitch. Makes the sense of loss immediately visible. This is insane. Like, I can imagine being used to killing monsters, demons, devils that come to kill other humans, and you just protect your fellow humans by murdering them. I can somehow understand that, because at least they're not like, unsuspecting animals that you hunt down for food. Because honestly, I would not be able to do that. Like, I know I eat meat sometimes, but I know I would not be able to hunt my own prey and then prepare it for a meal. I know that. So, I couldn't even do that. But killing people and talking about them like that, like they're just chunks of meat, that is insane. The limbs. Yeah, Sugo, is that your friend? You better associate with better people. Denji would be a good friend for you, not these weirdos. Did you just call me a child? How old are you, bitch? Okay, thank you for answering that. I'll be 82 this year, so they do not age. They do not age. But past what point? Like, is it possible that after you become a hybrid, you still, let's say you become a hybrid at age 12. Do you stay looking like a 12-year-old, or does your body mature until the point where your cells would usually die in more masses as the oh god, I can't fucking speak anymore. I'm not used to talking. Die in larger amounts than they can reproduce, because that's what aging is. Like the end parts of your chromosomes, every time they clone themselves and separate, you know, when cells divide, every time the parts, like the end parts of these genes, of these chromosomes, the telomeres, they get shorter and shorter. And once they're basically gone, like they're the timer for our bodies, these telomeres. And once your cells, because they usually divide, they reproduce, but they also die, but they're faster at reproducing than dying. Aging is when they're faster at dying than reproducing. So do hybrid bodies just grow until they reach the peak, the peak of maturity of the maturity of the body, where afterwards they would start aging, or do they stay the age at which they got hybridized? That is my question. I hope we get that one answered too. But all I know is that she looks young and ridiculous. Like, who walks around like that? She reminds me of someone, but I don't know who. Who does she remind me of? Like, with these dumbass glasses. I don't know. Not eating meat is worth it. Started that a year ago, and I'm infinitely glad. Mushrooms are underappreciated taste-wise, too. I fucking hate mushrooms. I hate them. But I do eat meat rarely. But I also, like, I eat fish. I'm sorry. I eat fish at least once a week, and I eat meat once a week, at least. Usually it's like twice a week for both. I hope they age a little boy. I hope Daisy isn't older than 20. Why? But I like to think her more advanced abilities, like detonating her human head, means she's a new type of hybrid. I don't know. I mean, usually you know your abilities the best. Like, you don't need to be a new form, like a new entity, or be super old to figure yourself out. So I don't know. Anyway. Oh yeah, Doc Ock. You're right. Maybe it's her I'm thinking of, or maybe not. But that was a good point. Like, she looks like from the Spider-Verse, Doc Ock, but also someone else. I don't know who she reminds me of. Yoko Ono, perhaps. Maybe that one too, or John Lennon. Let's go with John. Maybe that one too. I don't know. I just fucking hate people with glasses, like blonde people with glasses. Just fucking stop. Anyway, I'll be 82 this year. Show some respect. An old hag? I'm no old hag. Far from it. Far from it. What does that mean? Is there someone older? Is Quan Chi older than her? I'm eternally young and tough as nails. I'll never die. Oh. I'm a superior human specimen. Oh. I believe I was chosen by God. Oh. Oh no. That is borderline eugenics shit. I don't like that. Fair enough. That'd make our imminent murder spree a message from God. What's wrong with these people? Do they have brains? Do they hear themselves? They sound so fucking idiotic. I like the way you think. Sounds like a true believer. And I don't believe you. Like, I don't believe a word that comes out of your mouth. Like, you can't convince me that you believe in anything. Like, you're just a psychopath. You don't have something bigger than yourself in your mind when you talk about shit like that. You're just stupid. I fucking hate you. So it's 5. Oh! On our end, it's 5:24 p.m. on my end. Okay, let's wrap up the cigarettes, The operation begins at 5 on the dot. You were the only one smoking. I don't like this. I hope Asa intervenes. Yeah, he's nervous. He doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to kill people. He's a good boy. He is a good boy. I have hopes for him. Sugo can correct his path. I trust the goodness inside of him. And Denji can draw that out. I love friendship. These two boys could be such good friends. I hope so. A child fell. Oh no. And started crying. I know that all too well. This is a message from God. Yeah, a message from God. Oh no. Cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is setting in. I don't like this. Stop. I'm a weapon. I'm only loaning out my body for a little bit, is all. I don't like cognitive dissonance at all. Oh no. Oh no. He. Yeah, and he's like, what the fuck? That bitch is weird. Same. Wait, so his trigger is where? Where's his trigger? Where's his trigger? Where's her trigger? Like, where are their triggers? They're preparing to do something. Oh! Bong! Oh! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! This is it! I hope it's not Denji. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it's him, you know, saving people, but I don't want public safety to do something to Nayuta. So, someone intervened. Is it my girl Asa? No way, no way, no. Is it? It is her! It is her! Why is she still wearing, you know, the dress code of the public safety? People. Public safety? Assassin. She was an assassin. Why is she still wearing her assassin's costume? But still. Head off! This bitch cut her head off! Yes, Quan Shi, Queen Shi. She's here to save. I missed you, Queen, Goddess. I missed you. Hell yeah, we needed you. Where were you until now? Oh my God, where are her girlfriends? Are her girlfriends okay? Like, I know she is now not under Makima's control anymore. But what about her girls? But still, I hope that cutting this bitch's 82-year-old head off is ending her. I mean, it probably isn't, you know, because she's immortal and, you know, a superior human being. But still, she is so quick. Our queen is so quick, so ruthless, so good. She will not allow the girlies to be killed. You talked about children and women? That was a mistake on your part. You should not have said the W word. Okay? And children are just future women. So they're just potential future lovers for Quan Chi. So don't you dare touch them, okay? And she needs the boys and the girls too, you know? Men and women too, because what do those make? They make babies. What kind of babies? Babies that may turn out homosexual. So she relies on the heterosexuals to make new offspring for her to fuck someday, okay? So you will not threaten humanity under Quan Chi's watch, because she wants to fuck it. So, let's watch the queen now. So happy. Yes, bitch. Head off. Good. And you too. Oh, wait. Oh, head off. Oh, okay. They're all losing their heads. Even Sugo, my boy. Okay. They can probably be put together again, right? Like, maybe Sugo just needs to be, you know, put together again and drink some blood and I don't know, have a true love's kiss or something, and then he can revive, right? Hey, next page. No. Why you? He managed to transform before his head got cut off. Honestly, that looks kind of cool. He does look kind of cool. I'm gonna be honest. Oh! Sorry, Sugo. Um, sorry, but you can't talk right now. This is an important moment. My girl needs to shine. You can just sit back and bleed while we enjoy our queen, Quan Shi. Look at her. Look at her sad face. She's so quick. Ah! She's so hot. Oh, and her eye patch is really stylish. It looks like lace. I like that. Is her hair longer too? She's so beautiful. Quan Chi, I'm a girl. Yeah, okay. So to these unsuspecting witnesses, it just looked like a woman came in to murder people. Like that just looks like a hate crime right there. But they have no idea that they just got saved, super saved, gaily saved. The child that was crying. She has a lace choker. No, it's not a choker. It's probably like an undershirt that goes up to here, like a turtleneck lace, but a sexy one, A sexy one. I used to have one of those. That looks, one of those skin tight ones and lace here. I want to see that, Quan Chi. Please show it to me. Take off that dumbass white shirt and the tie. Show me what's underneath. I like that. From a fashion point of view, but also from a lesbian point of view. Okay. Rawr. That's why the chapter title is Rawr. She just scared the little kid to run away. But also that did it, right? That did it. You just have to scare the people. They're already gonna start screaming and running and dispersing, and Denji's gonna hear, right? You don't need to kill them. You just need to kill someone. And if you're gonna kill someone, you better kill someone that can regenerate. It will still cause a panic. Got them. Uh-huh. Okay. 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 So we can exclude her from the church. The Church of Chainsaw Man. I have a pillow here. Like it's Kagami no Nin. But I have that on my back for better posture while reading. Also because when you sit the entire day, your lower back starts hurting. I fucking hate that. So she is working for someone else, or she's partnered up with someone. Maybe she's partnered up with Kishibe. Is Dad gonna appear too? Mom and Dad at the same time? Oh my god. Got them. Nah, she worked with the police? Got them. Targets suppression confirmed. So she worked with public safety here, huh? Wait, does that mean she's working with Yoshida? Yoshida did say they have like a special division again or something. He's probably one of them. That, what's her name again? I forgot. You know, the molester bitch. The girl who sexually assaulted Denji, a child. She's part of it, and is Quanxi part of it too? Which is so funny to think about, because Quanxi and Yoshida, they actually fought before, and Yoshida almost got killed by her. But also Yoshida got a few punches in, which is already impressive for a human to do to a hybrid, and a hybrid of her caliber. Target suppression confirmed. Prepare to send in Special Division 7 20 minutes after the media coverage. What the fuck are they planning? That's suspicious too. Like, there's a strategy in how to save people or Chainsaw Man or everyone, but also have media on their side. Like, what? This just in. East Ogikubo department store shooting spree, death toll unclear. I'ma tell you, it's 3 people. This just in, multiple gunmen opened fire inside. Okay, so they spun a different narrative. They sent in Quanxi to neutralize people who were about to kill innocent civilians, people from the church. And instead of, you know, saying, yeah, that was us, we actually prevented a terrorist attack, they were like, oh no, there is a terrorist attack going on right now. I'm watching the stream in my Eunice library. The girl behind me stared when she heard Elda say, well, use fucking headphones, okay? Multiple gunmen opened fire inside a department store today. The shooters were Chainsaw Man church followers. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, it makes much more sense to say, like, they did do a shooting and kill people than to say, yeah, we killed people for a preventative measure. Like, they might have killed other people, so we killed them. That sounds bad. But if you say that they did kill people and you apprehended them, then that makes you look better in the eyes of your citizens. The death toll is unconfirmed of this time. However, the police and the National Devil Extermination Public Safety Commission have announced their plans to take swift action in response to the emerging possibility of Chainsaw Man Church terrorist activities. That is a good way to get rid of a cult. But also other political dissidents, you know, like commies. You can just say that they are terrorists. But this church actually is full of terrorists, so I'm pro getting rid of the church. They'll search the building. What is going on with your genes, man? Man, you got fucked up by your genes. Like, look at your scalp. That is not okay. Like, oh, yeah, God does not love you. How can you believe in God when you look like that? Like, just looking in the mirror would be like, nah, God doesn't exist. Like, he would never let that happen. God wouldn't just create anything, you know. They'll search the building. If they find the weapons in the basement, we could be charged with treason. You have fucking weapons? You know, I would not charge you with treason. I would just put you against the wall and use those weapons against you, but that's just me, you know. That's just me. It's good that we don't exist in our respective worlds. Weapons? He didn't know either. These poor children, they had no idea. They were in a cult. They probably had no idea they were in a cult. They got manipulated and brainwashed into doing despicable shit like marrying each other and fucking each other just to get pregnant and make superior babies that will just hail God and Chainsaw Man. And now, third of all, they're gonna be they're gonna be in hot shit for what the adults here are doing. Like, not maybe the adults, but like the people who are behind the church, who have a plan. Like, they're gonna be, oh, they're gonna be, there's a word, punished. They're gonna be punished for already going through the punishment of being in a cult. No one ever told me we had any weapons. Yeah, because you're children and you don't matter. Don't you see that you're just useful tools for these people? What the hell is going on? Oh, pretty boy. Gather all combat-trained followers outside the prayer room. You have combat-trained followers? What the fuck is going on in that church? What? Explain what's going on here. I don't know a thing. Never heard a word about it. Man, if you don't say what the fuck is going on, I'm gonna rip out this bushel of hair that's growing out of your forehead. Okay? Like, I'm gonna repair you. And neither did you, right, founder? So now he's the founder of the church? Oh, cool. Yeah, when shit gets, bad and ugly, just pin it all on the children. It's, the children were just fucking around a little bit. They had no idea that terrorism isn't actually just, Pokemon Go. Okay. Alright. I hate this. I hate this cult so much. Next chapter. Yes, please. Next chapter. Can you go? Can you give me the next chapter? Yes. Give me next chapter. Oh my god. Oh my god. So many fucking weapons. And this is another question I have. Like, where do these weapons come from? Like, what happened to the gun devil? Who gave them these weapons? That is fucking crazy. Chapter 144, Guns, Nails, Katana. Okay. Yeah, they look so lost. We had this many guns? Why are you touching them? And why are you touching them barehandedly? Boy! Like, why are you holding them? Like, are you ready to get shut down once the doors get opened by public safety? You gotta disarm yourself right now. These guns are weapons of light. Oh my god. These guns are weapons of light bestowed upon us by Chainsaw Man. Source? Like, I didn't see that. That didn't happen. With his light, we will drive away the darkness within the government. Yeah, they're actual fucking terrorists. It is Chainsaw Man's will. Chainsaw Man rules! Chainsaw Man rules! How are these people just eating up all this shit? Like at some point you gotta start vomiting because it's gross. Because you can't take so much feces. Like how do you eat that up? That is insane. Ah, wait, is that the boy, the fake sawman? Send in one. Oh no, that's a police. Oh no. Oh no. He's sending in the police people. Police. Yeah, I mean police people. He's sending in the police. And they're gonna be surprised by kids with guns. That is so fucking scary. Like, I thought these people were anti-America, but they sure do behave like Americans. With all these guns and putting them into kids' hands. Like, that's very American of you, not very patriotically Japanese. Okay? And this is also something that is typical cult behavior. Like, the shit you do and say, it doesn't add up. It doesn't. Like, there's no logic. There's a lot of hypocrisy, a lot of lying, and a lot of twisting things around. Like, you're anti-American, but then you behave like Americans. Anyway, send in one Special Division 7 agent through the front. Oh no. Now let the massacre begin. Better just send in Quan Chi. Why are you... Special Division 7 agent. They're gonna send in Yoshida, aren't they? It's gonna be Yoshida. They're gonna send in Yoshida. And his octopus is gonna munch on these bullets, probably, or something. I don't know. One agent through the back. Oh no. I don't want to watch that shooting. Was that? Take aim! It's him. I love how there is a door. He could have just opened the door, but he chose to jump through the door. Like it's a glass door. At least it looks like a glass door. I don't know. So seeing him approach, like it would have been the same, you know, whether he went through the door or would jump through the glass. But we're very dramatic at Special Division 7. Take aim! Why are you so fucking ugly? They're taking aim. What is going on there? There's nails sticking out of it? That's not Yoshida. That's not Yoshida. That's a fiend. Oh my goodness. What's this? Why, they're almost all lonely Muppets. Kids shouldn't play with guns. This one is hot. Like, I cannot tell if it's a guy or a girl at this point. But I think maybe it's the Halloween girl. Nah, she's talking too much. Like, her talking makes too much sense. Cosmos was her girl. Her girl. Her name. Quan Chi's girl's name. The one with the brain sticking out. This one has nails sticking out and brains exposed. But then again, remember that all devils kind of have guts brains. Like, all of their organs look like this. So, they're all just noodles. Like, they're just noodle organs. And having them exposed, we've seen that with Yuko, with, I think, the tornado. So, I think. Right. I don't know. I don't remember. But this one is a fiend, and maybe it's a guy, right? Because that's a very pronounced Adam's apple. And it's a fiend. Nails. Nails, and there's a hammer here. What the fuck kind of fiend is that? I'm curious. They're almost all only Muppets. Kids shouldn't play with guns. Fire! Oh no. Come on. Oh no. And the kids already know how to shoot. Like, I would be so fucking lost. I would not know how to use that gun. Also, doesn't it, the force just hit you back when you fire off? Like, I would just fly backwards. Anyway, whoa there. So that's a very quick fiend. Also, I like that this fiend is very cooperative, intelligent, and uses human speech and can fight and so on. They dress in a human way, adhere to the dress code of Special Division 7, so this it looks like a very progressed type of fiend. Not like Power, maybe? Because Power looked pretty human. But this one, but Power, she had her own mind. Like, she would not listen well. This one is being actually useful and adhering to dress codes, to rules, listening to the police, and talking about morals, how to raise your children, not to have guns, for example. So it's a very intelligent fiend. A very progressive fiend. Like, maybe an evolved type of fiend. Maybe a fiend that died once and came back again and is now, again, evolved. I don't know. I want to know what type of fiend that is. Okay, so one child taken out, hopefully not fatally. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. So this dude, and it's a dude, is not killing the children. Just, putting them on the side, in a corner, in timeout. Putting the children in timeout so they cannot interfere while they take charge of the church. Okay. Bang. The precious hands of innocent children. See, this is weird. This is a fiend that has intelligence and morality. Like, this one has values. And is adhering to rules and probably also laws. That's a very behaving fiend. Maybe like violence. A little bit, right? Okay. More timeout. Wait, what? The precious hands of innocent children are meant for studying. Yeah, okay. It's a very socially integrated fiend. Wow. Yeah. Don't put guns into them. That's a good message. Do you rednecks hear that? Don't do that. Do you Republicans see this? And do you perceive this message? It's talking to you. Don't put guns into innocent children's hands. They're meant for studying. This is an RRR reference? The dance? What? Where? Where is the RRR reference? I mean, Americans who are Republicans, because we were talking about Americans with the gun culture thing. RRR is a great movie. One of the best movies. The way she's posing. Ah, with the Nacho. The Nacho dance. At one point, they're like, yeah, I can't fucking do that, but okay, I recognize a pose now, but how would you know that it's an RRR reference? Like, it could just be a pose, by itself. David, thank you and hi. Nice to see you streaming again. I got to see Death Grips live last night. It was fun. I'm happy for you, and also thank you for the donation. Hope you enjoyed that. And you did. You said that. You said it was fun. You did enjoy that. I'm sorry. You'll see side by side on Twitter later. I will. Okay, because here, there's nothing. Like, there's hand crossing. Ah. Just running, kicking. Then this pose. That's not much of a reference so far. So far. I don't know how or if they influence Canada's conservatives. Okay, you're talking amongst yourselves. Again, I will read the comments after the stream when I watch it back. Oh, I need to, it's almost been an hour. We're reading 2 chapters in 1 hour. We can't live like that, okay? I mean, I said that we would, but like, we have to read more things too. I have the buddy stories waiting for later on after the stream, so it was actually planned that I just read 50 minutes, but we're already at 50 minutes. I'm sorry about that. Eep! Can you make me a promise, dear? From now on, use those precious hands to hold mechanical pencils, not guns, alright? The way this fiend is talking to this little boy, is almost like Quan Chi. The way Quan Chi talked to Power. When Power was holding one of her girls hostage, she was like, "Oh dear, could you let her go?" After she massacred all the guys in the room. It just reminds me of how Quan Chi talks to girls, the way this guy talked to this boy. Yeah, sure. Why are you looking like that? Speak politely, will ya? Okay. I take everything back about this being socially integrated and having values and being morally on the correct path. This fiend is insane too. Like, they have their values. Like, this guy, he has his values. It's just that holding guns is less of a crime than not being polite. That is something. Okay. Speak politely, will you? Yeah. I fucking knew something was up when he looked at him like this in this panel. I knew something was gonna happen. Damn public safety dogs. Ah, that's a devil right there, a possessed guy. The devil exterminators sell their souls to devils. I'm not like them. I'll become a devil myself. Okay. I mean, that's not a good deal if they couldn't at least fix your hairline. But you do you. Again, all these characters with their mouths open in part 2, everyone is showing their surprise with their jaws just hanging open. Fight evil with evil, and devils with devils. I am justice incarnate. Not again. Ew. It looks so ugly. Like, what? There's a foot growing out of his ass. That tail was not kind to him. What? That looks so fucking ugly. Ew. I am justice incarnate. Good grief, the arrogance of these humans. Does that look human to you, bitch? Does that look human? My God. The foot. The tail foot. Now face the justice of the Chainsaw Man Church. Justice? Now who said that? Who said that? Who's that? Is that Katana Man? Is that Katana Man? He's back. So he's part of Special Division 7 too? I did not expect that. You know, a former Yakuza working for Special Division 7. So I'm assuming after Makima's death, a few of them could be collected by public safety, but the others escaped before public safety could seize them and use them in a special division. And those who escaped are those in the church. So they're again not being able to escape, you know, control from other people. Why is there basketballs in the chat? Like, why is there a lot of basketballs? But damn, I recognized him by his teeth. Those teeth are iconic. I love that. He looks so cool. And that also mimics, not just Chainsaw Man fights, but also Asa fights. You know how Yoru got away from the grenade of her teacher and her, I don't know, a classmate. I forgot what she was. Class president. I don't remember. Looks like that. You know, that's the badass pose. The explosion happening in the back, and the badass just being in the front and posing. Like, I did that. That was me. There is no such thing as justice with Chainsaw Man. So he still has a grudge. Holding against, you know, Denji. That's not good. That's not good. He would take out Denji in a second if he saw him, huh? I don't like that. I don't like that. But it's good that several of our beloved antagonists are back now, are in on the action, and are helping out. Okay, they're doing productive work. They're being good citizens and helping our boy and girl, Asa. Okay, those were great chapters. There's so much fucking going on. Like, there's never a pause in Chainsaw Man. There's just too much going on all the fucking time. It's just pure action through and through. No break. It's just acceleration constantly. Deza seems to be the only hybrid missing. Man, Deza returning. I could see that being very emotional. I would be emotional. But good chapters. Good chapters, I like them. Alright, we finished this. Is there something we can talk about now? Where's justice when my ding dongs dong for the last ding? What? Spiteful still? He gonna kick Denji in his. Can't imagine why. Imagine Katana Man's reaction when he learns there are two Chainsaw Men. I mean, he probably knows, right? He's probably here to also kill fake Sawman. Maybe he doesn't even know that there is a fake Sawman and Chainsaw Man. He's probably gonna take out fake Sawman for us all. Good. He's getting rid of a problem in Denji's stead. That's great. He's gonna help Denji. My baby Asa back in the story. Wait, what? Bring Asa back. Yeah, right. In the beginning, people complained about, oh, bring Denji back. What's this Asa girl doing here? And now that she's gone, we're like, where is she? Is she okay? Is she eating well? Look at my hair. Look at this. Finally, I have baby hair growing again. I will say my only issue with this arc is how there's barely any plot threads to follow. Things are just happening. No, there's just a lot going on. And a lot that's going on in the background without us, who we are following Denji and Asa, being able to follow because we are powerless. It's this chaos that you cannot follow. It's actually very planned out, but not by our main characters who are presenting the narrative to us. They're as clueless as we are. They're not agents of their own lives. They're just in this whirlstorm and being pulled along by others, by higher powers. And that's why we feel like we're helplessly being, just thrown in one direction one time and in another the next second. But it's a perfect way, in my opinion, that Fujimoto shows us that there's things going on beyond our control. And our heroes here, like, we're just following them. They're just one of the players in this entire theater constructed by others. And we could have also followed one of these children, their story. If you put them into the main character role of their own manga, that would have been just as interesting, and you would feel just as powerless as right now. And it just shows that Denji and Asa, although they're, powerful fighters and creatures in their universe, they're still helpless. They're still part of a play that's being played against them and against their will. So, in my opinion, it's not chaos going on, and there's barely any plot going on. There is a lot going on, but we just can't see through it. We're not here constructing the plot. It's easy when you have a main character, and an antagonist only. And they're in direct confrontation with each other. The main character, they have a goal, but the antagonist is, taking them out of their daily routine or something and challenging their goal, like making it, they're in their way suddenly, and they have to change their daily life and adapt to this new foe so they can actually achieve their goal. And the goal of the antagonist is the thing that drives the plot. Without the antagonist, there would not be like an inciting incident for the main character to go on their journey, on their hero's journey. So the antagonist's goal is what drives the plot. That is easy because there's two characters, two sides, and one of them you follow directly, and they're directly involved with the opposite side that constructs the story. So you're there watching the construction of the story. There's direct impact on how the story plays out when you follow these two characters and what they are doing. Their actions make the story that you are consuming. But here, in Chainsaw Man, it's not like that. You're just following the personal story of victims of higher powers. They just happen to be chosen as our viewpoints. And I like that because it just shows that every one of us is basically a hero but powerless. Like if any one of us was put into a main character position in a story, we could be the hero, right? But also we are powerless because in the real world, things are not just made for you, and it's not just like that the world around you is directly impacted by your actions. Often, you don't change shit. Even if you fight the good fight, the world doesn't change. Your surroundings are still gonna gobble you up, and you have no control over your surroundings. So, I think that Fujimoto knows what he's doing, and I like what he's doing personally. I like that, and I think there's a lot of brains behind that. There's a lot of intentional writing behind this chaos that we perceive as plotless. So I disagree with that comment. Now we only need Makima. You know, Makima, she was the force that opposed these forces that are taking a hold of the narrative now that we cannot follow. The government, a church, another devil. Like there's so many forces at play right now in the story, whereas in part 1, Makima was basically opposing these forces. She stood supreme, and we saw her as like the big evil, when actually the government that was trying to reel her in was that big evil that made her an antagonist. So, she was also a product of her environment, Makima. And everyone in the story is a product of their environment. They're all puppets. Even Makima. They're all puppets just being used by higher powers. And it's the government. It's the government and very powerful devils that have their own agenda too, that you can basically see as a higher force from the other side. And they just happen to be here in our reality now, and influencing things and clashing. And everyone else who is not on either side is just caught in between. They're gonna be collateral when these two forces clash. Like our government with their forces, and this powerful justice devil with their forces. And you know, our government is also the supreme ruler of justice in our world. The state decides what is just and what is not. They are dealing with justice and punishment and whatever. So our government is our supreme head of justice, basically, and the justice devil from the devil world is their head of justice. And these two are colliding right now in our world, and everyone who isn't on either side is just caught in between. And in a very awkward position, because they're all gonna fucking die or something. So yeah. New character look like female butt and pose low-key female. What do you think, male or female? What? That is a lot of words strung together without punctuation. I think that was a guy. I think the Adam's apple, the pronounced Adam's apple, was a clue. Like, I think that's a guy. Guys are allowed to have longer hair too. And they are technically allowed to be blonde. I don't like it, but they're allowed to be. At least he doesn't have glasses. Like, I'm glad his face is gone, so he can't have glasses. Be blonde and have glasses. That's the only thing that I find good about him. But, like, like how even his sense of justice is very, very skewed. It's a new character, and I'm glad we're having old characters appear alongside with new characters. Like, we can do both. We can have the past collide with the future, and form the story. I like that. Yes, bring new and old characters here. We're gonna consume them all. We're gonna make Rule 34 stuff out of all of them. The more the merrier. Bring them all. We're flexible. We can focus on more than one thing. Like, we can celebrate Quan Chi coming back, and Katana Man coming back, and now a nail and hammer using brain sleeping out guy, new character. We can appreciate all of them. Elda is beautifully insightful. Okay, Epi. Thank you. I love her talking about literally everything. She can roast the life out of you, but make it sound wise and profound. So it's a power vacuum situation after Makima's death. Makima wasn't even in power while she was alive. She was trying to be. She wasn't opposing force, she was trying to be that, but ultimately she failed. Not just because she fought Chainsaw Man. I think it was only a matter of time until she would have been dealt with. But Chainsaw Man aided in... First of all, until he appeared, she was under their foot. When he appeared, she was like, hey, I'm a fan of his, and I gotta show it now. I gotta make him respect me. I gotta be his equal. I can't just idolize him. If you idolize someone, you put them on a pedestal, and then you can never catch up to them. So I'm gonna misbehave a little bit and catch up to him. I have a lot to do. Like, I've been resting as the control devil for such a long time. I gotta speed it up now so I can meet my idol on equal grounds. So she only did it for selfish reasons. But she still was just in the process of gaining power. Until then, she was still being used by the government. She was also powerless. What do you think Asa is gonna do now that the church is getting attacked? Maybe she's gonna find out the truth somehow, somewhere, that the church is actually bad and withdraw. I don't know. I don't like to speculate too much on what is gonna happen or what is not gonna happen, because that's Fujimoto's job. Like, you tell me. Like, I don't want to think about it. I don't like speculating and forming theories too much. Like, maybe theories about what is already here, but not so much theories about where the story could be going now. Like, I don't know. Maybe more things are gonna happen, and the question is gonna be redundant by that point. So, I don't know. The four horsemen are like the four type of dere, makima yandere, word tsundere. Maybe. So what type of... There's dere dere and ku dere, right? Dere dere is just, openly showing their affection, and ku dere is just being cool and... But where are the other horsemen? With justice, with war. Oh yeah, justice could be like ku dere. But can you... Justice and famine being ku dere, but... Can you imagine death being dere dere? Like, senpai! I'm gonna kill you now! I love you! That's a nice theory. I'd want to see that happen, but I can't imagine that. I want Nayuta to control this weapon again. Thanks for the heads up. As an anime only, you saved me. I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay. Dede is going to be Death Devil. I realized a lot of people aren't caught up yet, but the event was trending I have no idea what you're talking about. If Makima defeated Chainsaw Devil, none of these things would have happened. Are you sure? Maybe. I don't know. But hey, who are we to decide what's right and wrong? That would be fun. I have no idea what you people are talking about. I'm gonna read back the comments when I re-watch the stream after finishing the stream. Alright, and because I stream too much, we're not gonna have that much time for the buddy story. But I want to finish the first chapter today. Anyway, this is it for today. That was taking too long. But thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Wait, off-topic question. Are you planning to read Hoseki no Kuni? Yes. Someday. But I am. Land of the Lustrous. Been on my list for a long time. Okay. Alright. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Have a nice day, evening, or night, wherever you are, and bye-bye.